You want me to tell you how to feel? How to be something in this world? I'll give it to you straight, like the streets gave it to me. You think you need to cry, to scream, to let the world see your pain, your struggle. You think that's strength, that's weakness. That's what the world wants, to see you vulnerable, to watch you bleed out in the open. They want to feast on your misery, and you're handing it to them on a silver platter. Listen closely. Real power, real strength comes from being cold. You shut it all down, every emotion, every urge to show any weakness. The moment it rises, you kill it. You bury it so deep it never sees the light again. That's how you survive. That's how you win. Asterisk, do you honestly think life owes you something? That you're entitled to a handout or a simple acknowledgement for all the pain you've endured? Let me set you straight. The world doesn't give a damn about your tears. No one's coming to rescue you. No one's going to offer you sympathy when you're at rock bottom. And when you're lying 6 feet under, no one will be telling your story. You want to keep playing the victim, waiting for the world to show up and fix things. Think again. You either rise up and stand on your own 2 feet, or you'll be buried beneath the weight of your own self-pity and sorrow. I've seen men crumble under pressure. Hell, I've been there myself. I've experienced losses and heartache that would break most people. But guess what? Here I am, still alive, still fighting. Not because I had anyone to lean on, not because I waited for some miracle to happen. No, I'm here because I learned one painful truth that no one wants to tell you. Emotions are chains. They tie you down, restrict you, make you weak. Every time you let your feelings take control, you give away a little more of your power. And when you let them rule your life, you become a slave to them. The pain, the anger, the sorrow, those are all just weights you carry around with you, holding you back from what you could be. And until you realize that and start cutting those chains, you'll never move forward. You'll stay stuck, shackled by your emotions. The truth is, you have to learn to control them, master them, because only then will you have the strength to stand tall in the face of whatever life throws at you. Only then will you be free. The reality is this: you either stand up, face the world, and fight for yourself, or you get buried under the weight of your own sorrow. There is no in between. No one is coming to save you. You have to be your own hero, your own savior. The sooner you realize that, the sooner you will stop wasting time on the illusion that life owes you anything. Life doesn't owe you a damn thing. All it offers is the opportunity to get up and keep going, no matter how hard it gets. I've seen men break. Hell, I've been one of them. I've experienced loss in ways that most people could never imagine. I've felt the sting of disappointment and defeat like a physical wound. There have been times when I was knocked down so hard that I didn't know if I would ever get back up. There were moments where all I could see was darkness, and the weight of the world felt too heavy to bear. But do you want to know what kept me going? The simple truth that no one tells you: emotions are chains. They are chains that bind you, keep you stuck in a place where you can't move forward. They keep you weak, dragging you down with every moment you let them control you. When you get too caught up in your emotions, you let them define your actions. You become reactive instead of proactive. You let your feelings of anger, sadness, guilt, and fear rule your life. And in doing so, you lose your power. You give away your strength every time you let your emotions control your decisions. You Let them take the lead when it should be you who's in control. I'm not saying that you should suppress your emotions, hide your feelings, or pretend they don't exist. No, that's not what I'm talking about. What I'm saying is this: emotions, when unchecked, can become a prison. They can hold you captive in a place where you're constantly reliving your pain, constantly drowning in your sorrow, and never able to break free from the cycle. If you allow yourself to be defined by what you feel, then you allow those feelings to control you. And when they control you, they steal your power. They keep you small. They keep you from being the person you are capable of becoming. I've watched people break down under the weight of their emotions, thinking that if they just let it all out, everything will get better. But let me tell you this, that's not how it works. It might feel good to cry it out, to let the world see your pain, but in the long run, it only weakens you. The world doesn't care about your tears. It just watches. It feeds on your vulnerability. It doesn't offer pity, and it certainly doesn't offer a way out. It just keeps moving. And if you don't learn how to manage your emotions, how to rise above the pain, the sorrow, and the fear, the world will leave you behind. Let me tell you something else. I've been there. I've felt the crushing weight of sadness, the overwhelming urge to give up. I've been on the floor, knocked down so many times, I lost count. But I didn't stay down. I didn't let my emotions have the final say in my life. The truth is, you have to learn how to master your emotions, not let them master you. That's the key to survival. That's the key to winning in this world. Have to recognize that you are not your emotions. Emotions are temporary, they come and go. But the decisions you make in response to those emotions, those are what determine your future. So instead of letting your emotions dictate your actions, you need to take control. Every time an emotion rises up, whether it's anger, sadness, fear, or frustration, you need to be able to see it for what it is. A passing storm. It doesn't define you. It doesn't own you. You own it. When you can learn to detach yourself from your emotions, when you can stop letting them rule your decisions, that's when you truly find your strength. Because in those moments, when you feel like everything is falling apart, when you feel like you can't keep going, you have a choice. You have the power to choose how you respond. You can either let your emotions drag you down, or you can rise above them, face the challenge, and keep moving forward. The truth is, life is going to keep throwing obstacles at you. It's going to keep testing you. It's going to keep pushing you to your breaking point. But it's in those moments of hardship that you have the chance to grow stronger. It's in those moments of struggle that you can choose to stand up, to refuse to be defeated, and to keep pushing through. The key is to stop being a slave to your emotions and start using them as fuel to drive you forward. When you can do that, when you can rise above the pain, the fear, and the heartache, that's when you'll truly understand the power of resilience. That's when you'll realize that no matter what life throws your way, you have the strength to overcome it. And that, my friend, is how you win. Not by letting your emotions take over, but by learning to control them and using them to propel yourself forward. You have the power. Don't ever forget that.